Brothers.
So,
All right.
how you like that good boy drink?
Man,
Good boy
this
vodka
Travis
drink.
Pastrano stuff is pretty slamming. It's
You like that,
it's
Citrus?
high balling, Jack.
Wait, no. It's It's not Prestano.
Joe
Travis
Pastrana.
Travis Pastrano.
Pastrana.
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 Okay.
That's what I said.
Pastrana? Did I say Pastrano?
That's what we said. No, you said
tomato,
pastrami.
tomato.
You said pastrami, but that's
Maybe
okay.
I heard. I was just.
Yeah,
hearing
just
it.
a little hungry.
Well, let me grip it and rip it.
Ribbit.
That what he says is he says grip it and rip it.
Every pour helps a pup.
All right. So, good stuff, for sure.
Ready for
So you guys know that I'm a. If you don't know, I'll let you know, and everybody out there. I'm a huge fan of the Live from Studio 6B. I've said it before, and that this is pre-recorded from Studio 503. So,
Whoo!
woot.
Well,
Whether or not it's relevant when you hear it, we're not sure. But anyways,
everything we say is relevant
yeah.
whenever you hear it.
But to be honest, I was having the conversation with Mrs. Johnny Ray yesterday in regards to being pre-recorded versus live.
Live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live, but that's a full-time job doing that, and we can't.
We don't have the bandwidth for that.
We would love to do it. We just don't have the finance.
Some of us still have day jobs.
Yeah.
I got the finance, but I'm not going to finance it.
Yeah, but we
weren't born with a golden shoehorn
so the
in
message
our mouth.
to our audience is and
Yes.
people that we
Yes,
would love
were.
to do this day in, day out, but
We
it
need
takes
a lot more
funding,
viewers.
it takes sponsors, it takes funding, it takes sponsors, and it takes funding. And sponsors. So
Well, this is making the assumption that there's enough people out there that actually want to
oh yeah, and then also I was in
watch our dumb.
the whole thing about merchandise, there's could do that as well, but again, we need comments, we need likes, we need subscribe to the Reed Brothers Show, and we could to help us be better at doing what we're doing and doing it more often. Mike, you agree?
I agree. All 93 of
I
you
agree.
guys need to go out and tell somebody.
Yes.
I'm looking at the IFL
If
2024
all
schedule.
93
horse blanket.
went out and got one person or two people,
5 people.
5 people,
Nine people. If all
I know
nine-
you got 5 friends,
If all 93 of you went out and said, "Hey, 10 friends."
and you could just say, "Hey, let me see your phone real quick. I want to show you something," and then hit subscribe, and then let them view it.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
all
could
the
do
YouTube horror stuff.
simulcasting at that point.
I mean, help us out, please.
Help
us help you.
Exactly. All right, so that goes straight into it. That's good. Anyways, I know you guys are not really hip on it, but
The hell you say?
Talking
I'm gonna
about
throw it
my
out
hips.
there, getting on the political news, putting out
No.
some 411 information out there. The RNC convention. I know I brought it up.
Republican National Convention,
Yeah,
RNC.
it's gonna be in
The
San
Retard
Ant-
National Coalition.
in San Antonio, May 23 through 25. I don't know. I've never been to one. I don't know if it's going to be any fun. It's going to
Why
be.
can't we have a third party? Oh, sorry, that's for a different episode. My bad.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't you start? We can do the party.
Put a pin in that.
Okay. Yeah. We'll. How about we'll create a third party?
Let's talk about RNC May
It's May 20, 23, 24, and 25.
2024.
Yeah. So
Why do they always wait to have it really hot outside before they do stuff in San
Well, it's at the
Antonio?
convention
which is
center.
They're going to have it on the inside.
it'll be inside.
It's not outside.
If anything,
and then you put on a 3-piece suit.
No, it's a
fancy
hot
three-
outside. It makes you want to
No.
go inside in
you
Texas.
can wear your good boy vodka shirt there.
You can drink
and
your
we can
and
go
it'll-
in there.
And this is a wicking shirt. It
Yeah.
will wick.
Why are you rubbing
all-
your nipples?
I'm lactating, and it will wick all of the stuff away.
Your lactoids?
Just say it.
Anyways, so there's that to consider. And next month is the runoff elections that
That's right. Vote
May
Brandon Herrera.
Yeah, let's go, Brandon.
20
Let's go, Brandon. Vote
28
Brandon Herrera.
If you're not keeping track of it, there's a runoff election happen, and it'll be. I think the early voting starts May 20. It'd be 22 to 24.
Get
then
rid of that
stop.
stinking rhino that's in there now. That guy's a douchebag.
28 is the final. They will make a decision.
Yeah, how you say douchebag in
And,
Spanish?
Douchebag.
Also, if you did not vote in March if you didn't vote in March, you cannot vote for the runoff.
Oh, that's a nifty rule. That must be Texas voting rules.
So you can't come in later and say, "Oh, well, I want to vote for this candidate." You know, if you didn't vote for him the first time, you can't vote for him again.
And that's the District 23 runoff.
No, of course you can't vote for him again if you didn't vote for him the first time. Do you understand what you just said there?
I'm saying
If you didn't vote for him the first time, you can't vote for him again.
you cannot go and vote. If you did not vote in March, you cannot go and say, "Oh, hey, I want to vote for this guy."
That makes sense.
If you didn't
You
vote in
can't
the
do it.
primary, you're not eligible for voting in the
Thank
runoff.
you.
If you didn't vote once, you can't vote
Don't
again.
listen to
And your
Dwayne. He's drunk.
Mail-in ballot. You got to, and this, your mail-in ballot needs to be in the mail
Oh, man.
no later
Wait a minute.
than the 28th of May.
Go to
Your
the
what
poll.
has to be in the mail? I got to get out of here. Y'all just keep going. I got to stop talking. Because I'm thinking
Can you shut up for a minute? Let me finish.
I'm with you.
All right.
Well,
28th of May, no later than 7 p.m.
You want to discuss the mail-in, how you get your mail-in ballot?
No, I'm not, because I'm not going to do that.
Go to the polls and vote in person.
Okay, you need to shut up.
He's just trolling. Don't pay attention to him.
Yeah. Ignore the Dwayne.
You're talking about
I'm on a
getting
roll.
pissed off and staying
I'm
on
a
point.
roll.
Damn it,
I'm
I'm
on a
on
roll.
point.
You can call the voting district on the phone and
Yep.
say, I'm not going to make it because of whatever, and they'll mail you a ballot, which is the same stinking problem that happened to the original election when 88 million people, my hairy ass, voted.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well-
but I digress. Carry on.
So yeah, that's that was kind of on that part of it. I did watch. I've been trying to keep up with the doom and gloom of everyday news, and
Yeah,
of
some
course-
cheery stuff, right?
yeah, and I'm not happy about the whole Mike Johnson thing. You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's like all over getting his ass out.
Yeah, but he's
because
back to being a rhino again.
exactly. Well, the problem is he. You know, it was all about
There was a tie vote, and he voted the absolute wrong way.
and he's saying that he stated that he prayed on it, and he prayed on it, and then he came back and he says, I don't think the founders really thought about this. It's like, no, they didn't think about it because it wasn't an issue back then, you know.
George Washington was not sitting in his fishing boat thinking, you know what? Somebody's going to call Venezuela and say, please empty out your prisons. Oh, I don't know, on the Texas border.
Well, and the whole tiebreaker was on the frickin' FISA courts, and it was. And it
But
was
FISA is
so they don't have to get a warrant to spy on
what
you.
the
or you
FISA
or me.
means is it's a
They don't have-
redo of the initiative that happened during the initial Bush era.
Right, but they
Where
don't-
the-
it was
the-
all
the
the whole
intelligence
hold on, the
community
whole thing
can
about
look
the
at
tiebreaker
us.
was about, does it have to have a warrant or not a warrant?
It's a
And that was
warrantless search.
correct.
Oh, right.
That's what the tiebreaker vote was about. No warrant is required, which I was like, oh my God.
Thank you. And those of us that are libertarians can give him the middle freaking finger because that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. I think also the deal with Trump, you know, he's got to be in this freaking trial there in New York. I thought it was outstanding catching all the leftists off on a flat-footed when he just went to the bodega, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of people out there
Screaming
for more years. And then Biden just like, it was like quickly, we got
Stumbling, mumbling, doofus.
crisis management. They sent him over to a place. It's called Sheets. It's
It's a truck stop.
Yeah, it's a truck stop, and nobody. It was like nobody knew who the fuck he was, Really, that's what it looked like. The guy walked
He
in.
terrified a little girl when he walked in.
I know. Yeah, he did. He that was the first thing he identified with was the little girl.
Let
You
me
know.
smell
Gee,
her
your hair smells terrific.
He wanted to. She backed
He
away.
had that. He had that. That's why he had the dark glasses on, so they couldn't see his eyes.
He
get
was-
big when he got up.
Yeah, he walked in, and it was like people were probably like, "Is this real?" Because there's nobody following this guy.
Well,
Is
he
he real?
goes in and buys him a milkshake. Trump goes in to
And
a
buys
Chick-fil-A
everybody.
and buys everybody one.
Right.
That speaks volumes of a silly event, but that speaks volumes of the candidates.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought, and of course, then he tried to do it again with at that Wawa, and it was this. It was
the same.
it's fucking
nonsense.
same thing.
The East Coast have Wawas and Sheets. We have QTs and Bucky's.
Okay.
So, and then what was the other thing? Of course, there's no surprise here. What's her name? Representative Omar, the Congress turd.
And her kid gets
Con-
thrown in jail for
Congress turd that
Yeah.
her kid got arrested for protesting at an Ivy League school.
let America burn, pro Hamas,
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
There's no surprise there. And of course, there was comments. I was looking on it, and I think it was on X, and somebody was like, "Is that her? Is the
That's-
girl? Is that her brother's?
yeah,
daughter?
it's the brothers.
Is that?"
But the bigger picture, that's sedition. That by itself is treasonous sedition. They're over here. They're naturalized citizens. They should be deported.
I totally agree with you on
Because
that.
if you or I went and said the same nonsense that they're saying,
Oh,
our government
with-
benefits would be pulled.
Yeah, we would lose our benefits. We'd probably be sitting down there with,
And
with
we'd go to
the-
jail
with-
because we're the wrong skin tone.
we'd be sitting in jail with the J6ers that have not been convicted or anything.
Or haven't had charges properly filed against them.
Right. So, yeah. So there's a lot going on, but yeah, that was kind of it. That's my start of Johnny Ray's
Johnny Ray's News Hour.
in the world.
Political moment.
This is Johnny
Ray News
Ray's
Minute.
world.
Johnny Ray's World. The Johnny Ray World Minute.
Yeah.
The
Johnny
Oh, I
Ray's
do want to
World
do
in
one
minute.
plug.
Nope.
One
Yeah,
more
he's got
thing.
An alibi. He's got an alibi.
And I'm not, we're not sponsored by him, but something I want to talk about, which everybody likes a good holster. So there's a guy here in San Antonio. It's called On Your Six Designs. That's the name of it. You can go in there and get a holster made out of Kydex and get it for your gun, and they're roughly about $50.
Made out of what?
Kydex. It's a plastic.
Kai's.
Kydex.
Okay.
Look it up. Anyways,
Kydex,
so he's got different
not Kai's
colors.
dick.
He's got different colors.
No, not Guy Dix.
okay.
Kydex.
Oh my God.
What?
I'm just
we
trying to.
I'm trying to get him to understand.
He's helping me. Thank you, Tommy.
You know I'm not
All right.
lying. My hand's shaking. Just saying.
What are you guys doing over there? Anyways, so Kydex. On Your Six Design. Get you a holster same day, custom made for your firearm. If you got something that's got a rail and you got a light, whatever, he can make it. Probably have it to you that same day. So, and they start about $50. Most I ever paid was like 70. So
Hump his leg.
Reed Brothers.